Forza Horizon 6 finally gave us Tokyo. It's the location we've been demanding for a decade. The neon is there, the density is there, and the atmosphere is perfect. But as the gameplay previews roll out, there's a massive immersion breaking problem staring at us right in the face. And it's something most people are choosing to ignore. I'm talking about the road width. In this video, I'm going to prove why Playground Games is obsessed with these runway-sized roads, why the accessibility argument is a total myth, and how this one design choice fundamentally kills the sense of speed. If we don't address this now, Forza Horizon 6 isn't a racing game, it's just a beautiful, hollow parking lot. Let's talk about the science of speed. Your brain doesn't perceive speed by looking at a UI, it perceives it through a peripheral rush. It's the objects, walls, and curbs passing close to your car that tells your nervous system you're moving fast. In real-world Tokyo, lanes are notoriously tight. When you're flying down an expressway lane barely wider than your car, 60 miles per hour feels electric. But in Forza Horizon 6, these lanes have been stretched. They are wide enough to fit 3 supercars side by side. Some people argue it's just a camera angle issue, but look at the traffic cars. You can fit 4 K-trucks in a single lane. When you move the buildings and the guardrails further away from the player's eyes, you kill the sensation of movement. You're doing 200 miles per hour, but because there's 30 feet of empty asphalt on either side of you, it feels like a light jog. This isn't just a minor tweak, it's a failure of scaling that undermines every high-fidelity car model in the game. But don't just take my word for it. Look at games like Tokyo Extreme Racer or the legendary No Hesi in Assetto Corsa. In those games, the roads are actually scaled to reality. When you're driving 100 miles per hour in those titles, your palms sweat. You're weaving through traffic that feels like a physical obstacle, not a background prop. In Forza Horizon 6, even at 200 miles per hour, the experience is relaxing, and that's a problem. By doubling the lane width, Playground Games has removed the fear from driving. You're no longer threading a needle, you're driving a semi-truck down a 4-lane empty highway. This comparison proves that it's not a technical limitation of the engine, it's a conscious design choice to keep the game safe. But in a city like Tokyo, safe is the last thing it should feel like. The most common pushback I see online and in the forums is, if the roads are realistic, online racing would be a nightmare because of rammers. And look, I get it, the Forza community isn't exactly known for clean racing. But here's the thing, should the entire open world, the map we spend 99% of our time in, be ruined just to accommodate 12-player lobbies? We already have ghosting systems. We already have high-speed collision detection. Instead of designing a world that is unrammable by making it a massive parking lot, why not fix the penalty system? By making the roads this wide, Playground isn't fixing the ramming problem, they're just giving rammers more room to miss their braking points without hitting a wall. It's a band-aid solution that hurts the immersion for every single player who just wants to cruise the city alone or with friends. This scaling issue that leads directly into the traffic problem I mentioned in my last video. Have you noticed how toy-like the NPC cars look in these previews? It's not just a low density, it's a scale. When you put a standard AI car in the middle of a Forza-sized lane, it looks minuscule. In a real city, traffic defines the space. You feel the presence of other cars because you're sharing a tight environment. In Forza Horizon 6, the roads are so vast that traffic cars feel like random obstacles scattered across a desert. It creates this ghost town effect. Even when there are cars on screen, the world feels hollow because there is so much wasted space around every vehicle. You cannot have realism in your lighting and graphics if your fundamental world scaling is based on an airport runway. Let's do some quick math to show you how absurd this is. A standard supercar like a Selena 7 or a Lamborghini is roughly 2 meters wide. If Japanese regulation for a standard highway lane is about 3.25 to 3.5 meters, that means you should barely be able to fit 2 cars side by side in a single lane. In Forza Horizon 6 previews, you can clearly see that a single lane can comfortably fit 3 supercars with room to spare. That means that lanes in rural areas are effectively 6 to 7 meters wide. That's not a road, that's a runway. When you double the scale of the world but keep the cars at 1:1, you create the visual uncanny valley where everything feels like a toy set. The only narrow roads I see are the alleyways, which are highlighted in blue, but they are only one-way roads. This also kills the fun of slow cars. In older Forza games, driving a B-class car was a challenge because the roads were technical. Every corner was a puzzle, but on these massive Forza Horizon 6 boulevards, a slow car is a bore. You never have to lift off the throttle because the corners are so wide. And don't even get me started on the mountains. Japan is the home of the Touge, these iconic narrow mountain passes. That should be the soul of this game, but if Playground Games applies this wide road logic to the mountains, those legendary runs will just become high-speed, boring sweepers. We don't need more 5-lane highways, we have Mexico for that. We need variety. In the end, Forza Horizon 6 is looking to be the best game Playground Games has ever made. The progression looks solid, the map is stunning, but if the world sailing is broken, the drive is broken. We need to demand more than safe map design. But I want to hear from you. Is a wide road width a deal breaker, or is the accessibility worth the loss of realism? I'm reading every single comment, so let's get a real debate going below. If you found this breakdown useful, hit that subscribe button. It really helps me grow this channel more than you know. I'm Driven, and I'll see you in the next one.